What does the Hydra do? He's an X for XX creature, so or X+1 for XX creature rather. So if you pay 7, he's a 6/6. If you pay 10, he's a 9/9. If you pay 4, he's a 3/3. And if he takes damage that doesn't kill him, he gets that many +1/+1 counters on top of that. There's some other ability on him as well. I can't quite remember right now. So basically, he grows if you don't do full damage to him the first time you hit him. Hexproof is super strong. All right, we don't have enough land to keep this hand, unfortunately, which is too bad. It has our 2/3 drop Dream, so we're going to have to mulligan this. So we just got 2 for 1. It's a good card to pick up when you just got 2 for 1. Do I want to land there? I've got a 2. Yeah, I do. I want to hit my Vine Kind of questionable what I play here first. Getting the Dryad Green Secret. I guess it's going to depend on what he plays here. Drew to the Cowl. So you can ramp up with that. I can't attack into that with either of my 2/2s. It just blocks. So I think this is a pretty good argument for a Green Seeker. This is why I hate 2/2s so much. Oh, it's not this turn, it's next turn. I meant to put a stop in at the beginning of my turn. I just didn't do it. Feels real bad. I guess it sets up for the future turns, but I didn't want to draw that. Could have got one more draw out of that if I'd done it early. It's not like I'm blocking with the Green Seeker. So an aura here is pretty bad news for me. Sure. If you want to trade a Titanic Growth for a Sentinel, I'm A-okay with that. Don't want to do that. I'm A-okay with that as well. Gigantosaurus on turn 4. That's horseshit. It's total fucking horseshit. So we lost. I don't even know what we draw. Oh, we have bonds. We got a couple draws. Okay. So this is where trample would be a thing. I'm not blocking that. I'm taking 10 this turn. Which feels pretty bad. So this creature can be dealt with by just feeding creatures to it. But now he's got a Dreadmaw right afterwards. Because why not? So now I'm just kind of fucked. I trade super inefficiently with his board right now. You know what's coming out on my sideboard? I think we're going to be getting a 2/2 Death Touch creature in on my sideboard. What do you guys think? Alright, I'm going to dual block this and get punished by any combat trick, but I don't really have a choice. And I hate the dual block I have to do. And I'm going to chump the Gigantosaurus, whatever it's fucking called. Do I care about the Courser versus the Green Seeker? I guess I care about the Courser less. In which case, I guess like this. I don't think there's anything that gives him 1/3. All right. You think the 2/2 Death Touch should be main board? Well, you've got to remember what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a 2-drop followed by an Oaken form, and it just hasn't connected once yet. So it's easy to say, and afterwards to be like, yeah, it'd be great if versus the players that you played against, you had that main deck. Okay, I need to not draw that. I just put a stop in, you fucking piece of shit game. I literally just put a stop in. What the hell happened? Where's my stop? It's rage-inducing. I actually have to bite one of these stupid 2/1s too. I needed action this turn. Okay. You think you should have Death Touch main instead of a 3 for... Yeah, I don't really care what you think about that. It's not a particularly good argument whatsoever. Death Touch has good synergy versus... Or good versus a... Oops. Versus a 10/10 for sure. Man, it must be nice. Hit the perfect number of lands and then just all cards for the rest of the game. I've got 4 removal that deals with this guy. And then a chance to draw. Would probably not. It doesn't do it. Okay, so game 1. Game 1. Gigantosaurus and a 6/6. So we definitely want the Basilisk in. Kind of want the Death Touch for this guy too. Sentinels didn't do a lot that game. I guess they traded with the Basilisk, but that's not a particularly exciting exchange. Didn't see any enchantments. Didn't see any combat tricks. Maybe a second Titanic Growth does me some value. I mean, just getting some of my other cards would be nice too. I am going to drop a second Sentinel for a second Titanic Growth. Love to throw that card in. Does Talon do anything here? Yeah, it produces a couple more power is actually fairly relevant on a number of my creatures. I just need to draw my removal. I've got a lot of removal that would deal with that. I mean, imagine if he just played that into a Bonds. The whole game would have been over for him. Like, nothing else he did was threatening besides just the tempo of that followed by a thing. Yeah, the 17 land is not feeling great, sure. So I have no creature opening here. We've seen some very aggressive 2/2 shit from him. Like, this has the removal for a 5-drop, but can I keep this with nothing else to go with it? I don't know, man. Question will keep. If we draw all lands, we're certainly dead. We already have more lands than I want. Yeah, there's the little shitters that I want to trade off on. Okay, we're just going to draw all lands. GG. Okay. Sure. First 2 for 1. It's a good pickup from the Oracle. You know, it being a creature and all. We could get Gigantosaurus next turn. Druid of the Horns instead. I think I'm killing that before he can buff it. So the safe play is Talon, swing for 5. The greedy play is Oaken Form, swing for 7. This is happening either way. He's green. He's playing solid green. What direct removal does he have? I guess he's bite. Alright, well, Talon's here then. Yeah, Vigilance means they don't tap to attack. I can use Titanic Growth, save it from bite, but Oaken Form costs 3, so I couldn't have done that and Oaken Form. Just Blanchwood Armor. This is actually a nice play because it lets me fake like I just want to trade with the Angel. And actually what I want to do is force him to get 2 for 1 off the Titanic Growth. So yeah, there gets to take 6 to the face. Or he gets to block. Okay. Five land now with the Druid. He's got it again. That or he's got 2. Actually, just kill him for that play, so I'm okay with that. Oops. Okay. One for one there. So we saw some enchantments from him. I don't really want to go any lower on creatures. We're at 13 right now. I need something to trade with his shit. I'd love another Death Touch creature. Oracle seems fine. I think the second Titanic Growth was good. He's running a lot of enchantments. Saw 2 there that game. Dropping lands is somewhat about the consistency is part of the problem. I mean, maybe I have enough playables that it's a possibility. I would love to fit that Archer in, but I just don't know how to do that. Like, my land gets really screwed up really fast if I start needing black land for that. I have no duels. Naturalized is good. He has many auras. Well, but his auras are... I might still not get 2 for 1s out of that, and it's slow. And I'm already a little bit overloaded on castables. I don't think naturalized. My auras 2-for-1 his creatures. Naturalize just 1-for-1 stat. I don't think so. I'm gonna get burned if he gets his fucking 10-10 again. He's had it twice, right? Like, I mean, you guys watch me play. When I draft the bomb, I get it like once every 6 fucking games. I don't know how all my opponents get like three games in a row with the 10-10 on turn 5. Like, that's, I mean, I guess you could draft multiples, but it's not like it's not like it's something he can get when he wants it. All right. This is a totally fine hand for us. Okay, we've got a creature that trades well with that. Okay, sure. Could have used a creature here. If I play Talons, he just trades the Basilisk. Kind of want to keep this guy alive. It's another good creature for him. So like an Oaken form on this, I guess, is a little bit scary. Thank you. Rapid Bite is a totally decent pickup here. Because now I can actually... Ah, man, the question is, do I do it to the Druid of the Corns or not? I actually think the Basilisk is more dangerous to me than the Druid. Alright, that's questionable there. I presume he's going to throw a bunch of fucking big buffs on this thing and it's going to suck, but I've got A, the ability to make this guy huge, so he might be able to get bigger, and B, I've got bonds for that. Yeah, he goes wide on the board, but I think getting the Death Touch creature off is really important for me. Sure. Depends how many enchants he has, right? Stag doesn't really do anything for this board. Let's get a draw card down. You gotta think, guys, I have 3 Luminous Bonds and a Hieromancer's Cage. The second I get one of those, this creature is totally neutralized. Yes, he is generating 3/3s for that, but a 3/3 is not super bad for my board right now. Now a 10/10, that's pretty bad for my board. All right, I have some food in front of me, guys. I'm gonna mute the webcam as I eat. So yeah, this is a scary board. The Thorn Lieutenant's holding him off right now. And he's got really fucking good creatures. Dreadmaw, Worm, we know the 10/10's coming at some point. I don't know that playing Oakenform changes anything right now. I can't ever attack with this because you can gang block it. You know what probably blows me out here is probably has a Declare Dominance somewhere in that deck. And that probably kills me. No, it doesn't create 1/1 tokens. Gives me +4/+4. If he targets it with a spell, just read the card, man. Mouse over it and read it. And then... So the answer is no. Part of me wants to buff up that Basilisk to like a 5. Target or spell or ability an opponent controls. Yeah, that means no. Gotta read it, man. Doesn't even matter if it targets itself, which it doesn't. But if it does, it's no, not one that my opponent controls. So I don't know what I'm waiting on. Like, how do I break this stalemate? I guess a bunch of bonds will do a lot of work. My flyer, maybe. Don't really have a good target for Oakenform right now. I don't think anything changes with this. Maybe I could play it in the Basilisk and try to Titanic Growth to survive it, but I'm pretty sure my Thorn Lieutenant needs the Titanic Growth. So if he has Declare Dominance on top of Palaka Worm, on top of his fucking Gigantosaurus, I'm just totally screwed. And he might be able to get wide enough, I suppose, to do something here. It's a good one. I think removing the worms is decent. Yeah, I could cage the worm or the druid, the horns. Yeah, caging the worm has some downside though, right? If we cage this guy, all the enchantments fall off and die, and if he dispels the cage, I guess he'd have probably dispelled the cage already if he had it. All right. No, I think we caged the worm. I might actually be able to attack into this one day. Sure. Still got my Death Touch Basilisks out. Fine with that. There he is again. I mean, I could get the Basilisk. No, it's 9. Okay. Yeah, you would get the enchant back if I knocked the druid out too. And 2 druid of the cows. This guy's deck is great for a mono green. You know what's really great? Drawing lands. He's only got 8 lands out to our 12. I think he's got less lands in his deck too. It might just be more value cards. Suppose when he runs double Druid of the Cow and doesn't need anything more than 6 mana. I guess he needs 7 for the Worm though. I mean, how is he playing aggressively on curve without fucking mana sources? Yeah, I do have double activations of a Thorn Lieutenant. I mean, I see this game ending in a couple ways. Me just bonding all of his big fucking threats and start beating in the shit to Thorn Elemental is one of the ways I see that ending. I've got 3 Luminous Bonds in here, right? It's a bad one for me, like a super bad one. Hadn't seen that in his deck before. I absolutely would have sideboarded and naturalized for that. Land perfect. Alright, I want the Death Touch creature. He might be sitting on 2 land hand, but now he's sitting on 2 cards around. There's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah. Can I mill him? I mean, that's what we're looking at now. I thought we would maybe be able to just stalemate long enough to draw our premium removal. Too bad I didn't save the bonds for that. Or the Oakenform. Why Oakenform the Basilisk? Because it now makes it into a blocker that kills whatever it touches and lives. So I can trade successfully or 3/3s if he attack. It's a value game to prevent from him killing me in 2 rounds of attacking as opposed to 1 round of attacking me. The biggest threat I was worried about for the Basilisk is the Gigantosaurus. I don't really want to trade the Basilisk for the Dreadmaw at this point. I think I can just block the Dreadmaw with something like my Thorn Lieutenant and be okay. Got another Dreadmaw, of course. Guy's deck is fucking nuts, man. Ah, Plains, of course. My old friend. So this is 6, so I've got 12. So I actually do want to play that Plains. Okay. It's a possibility of him decking himself. I think it's too early for him to deck himself. I mean, he's got a couple turns still to do this, right? So. Yeah, he's got a really good mono green deck. Yeah, we're at 14 of our 17 lands. He's still playing threats on the board. Remember, if he has declare dominance in this fucking crazy green deck, I'm dead. Guide is quite good. No, it isn't. It makes it unblockable by creatures 2 power or less. You see any 2 power or less creatures on his board? There's like 3 of them. He can still block everything he wants with Guide. Guide does nothing for me here. Yes, Colossal Majesty is definitely winning him the game. Why do I yell at you and get mad when you're trying to help me? It's not that I get mad at when you're trying to help me. It's when you say things that are factually inaccurate and represent them as truth that bothers me. Bonds is a great one here. Bond the Dreadmaw. So I'm getting attacked this turn or next turn. Probably this turn, but we'll see. Yeah, we have 9 cards left and 2 lands. He wants to draw again. Seems questionable. I guess he just wants that creature down. So it's next turn I'm getting attacked. Is it a May? Nope, it's not a May. That's a good one, I guess. It's another blocker. All right. So next turn he decks himself. And he loses instantly. So we just have to survive this turn. He didn't even give himself 2 attacks. He just gave himself 1 attack. 16 lands. Presumably we've seen all 17 if he had 17. The client fucks the defender so hard on a move like this. Oh god. He has 16 lands on a trampler. It's a 22/22 trampler. I'm dead. I forgot about his Blanchwood armor. Oh, he's just been playing with us. He's got 2 Blanchwood's armor and a solid fucking green. In a mono green deck, 2 Blanchwood armor. This guy's deck is nuts, man. Who gets offered 2 Dreadmaws, 2 fucking Druids of the Horns, 2 Blanchwood armors, fucking Gigantosaurus, 2 Druids of the Cow, like Palaka Worm? This guy's deck is fucking nuts. I mean, is he just saving those? Did he just draw them both right now? Or is he just toying with us? I mean, he's clearly toying with us. I can't survive that. There's no fucking way I can survive that. All right, so we gotta start soaking. I mean, right? There's no way. If we chump block everything. So we chump drop block the 3s. The 3s. Let all the shit go through. Chump block the 4. Jump block the other 4. Okay, everything above power 3 is blocked now. So it's just everything on the big guy, right? How much damage goes through? It doesn't matter. We have to block this with everything. Too bad we didn't bonds the Dreadmaw over the Trampler, or over the non-Trampler. I almost did that. All right. Pretty sure there's not enough toughness there to survive this, but we're going to find out. -9. We might not have blocked the 6/7. Didn't matter. Oh, but the 6/7 had trample too. It didn't matter then, because the Druid also had trample. So there's just too many trample targets there. All right. That sucks. Yeah. That deck was nuts. Like, that's probably the best mono green deck I've ever seen. All right, I'll be back in just a second, guys, and we'll start the next game. Back in a moment.